to win $10,000 of Clint Boyer's money during that race. So download the Fox Bet Super 6 app and pick 6 outcomes in stage 2 for your shot to win. Good luck, everyone there. Well, the consensus #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, said in a recent interview that while he is passionate about football, he isn't trying to prove doubters wrong. Lawrence said, quote, "I don't have this huge chip on my shoulder that everyone's out to get me and I'm trying to prove everybody wrong. I just don't have that. I can't manufacture that. I don't want to." His dad also said that Trevor is not a, quote, win a Super Bowl at all costs type of person. And his high school coach even said that the QB could walk away from football tomorrow and be fine. I'm very curious. Shannon, how much do these quotes concern you?
You sure you don't want to take this one first?
I can't wait to hear what you think.
No,
Both of
go.
you.
You can't love this.
Skip, look, I was fine as long as when he said, you know what, look, I don't have a real chip on my shoulder. I can't manufacture that. I'm fine because, Skip, we got to be careful of how guys get themselves ready to play. And I'm a firm believer you do what gets you in the best frame of mind to get you ready to play. But when he said, you know, he don't really care about winning at all costs, I don't really know how great you can be if you don't become very, very selfish and adopt that attitude. Now, I'm not saying you got to have a chip, but you got to really die for this kind of stuff, Skip.
Yes,
now,
sir.
I'm not saying you got to be Tom Brady because Tom Brady went in the 6th round, Skip. There's like 198 players before him. What, 20 quarterbacks went before him?
Yep.
So, Tom Brady works at Lay's. All the chips on his shoulder. Skip, this guy was the #1 recruit coming out of high school. This guy's going to be the #1 recruit in the draft.
Always has been number one.
Look, I know he went to Cartersville, the Purple Hurricanes. They didn't win the state.
It's like an Atlanta suburb.
Yeah. They got a dominant program, even though they got the brakes beat off them last year in the state championship. Skip. But anyway, Skip, I don't like the fact that he could walk away and be man, hold on. Man, I'm about to invest all this money. You talking about you can leave tomorrow and you be cool?
Yeah.
Hold on, Skip, hold on, wait a minute now.
Thank you.
The Super Bowl ain't I don't care that you're not the chip, you don't have a chip and people not out to get you. Okay, fine, I'm good with that, Skip. But I need that passion, bro. I need you to be willing to die for this thing because, you know, there are a lot of guys that are willing to die for this thing. Now, you're going to be the face of the franchise. You're going to be the leader. And you not willing to give it up. And you know, you like, hey, man, we won. We lost. All right, okay, we get a mix. No! Skip, it hurt me to lose. And I understand that, you know, look, you can't win them all, but Skip, that thing got to hurt.
I cannot tell you how stunned I was to read every quote in this Sports Illustrated cover story. And even though some people are going to read it and say, those are noble proclamations, they're admirable. Not in this context.
No.
I'm sorry. If I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, if I'm our man Urban Meyer right now, I'm sitting back. I'm deeply troubled by everything I read in this story to the point I'm horrified.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to second guess my choice.
Right.
I'm just going to second guess what his motivation is because this is classically the un-Brady, or I should go to anti-Brady.
Right.
This is everything Tom Brady is not.
I think he anti every great quarterback that I've ever been around.
Every great. Hey, he has been so blessed for so long. He's been the best at every level. It has come so easily for him.
Right.
He chose Clemson over Georgia. He took a little flack for that, and it didn't seem to bother him.
No.
But at Clemson, he was surrounded by supreme talent at every position. And that coaching staff, as you well know, it's high-level coaching that he got. He was always put in positions to win, to win easily, to be able to fairly effortlessly be the best quarterback and the presumptive runaway #1 pick in the draft.
Exactly.
I would really question long-term about you don't have any chip on your shoulder. And then for your father to say that you're not motivated by winning Super Bowls at all costs, and for your high school coach to say you could walk away tomorrow and be fine. And then I've always thought that it was weird to me that he came from an Atlanta suburb, but he had surfer dude written all over him because he's got the hair.
Long hair,
and he's got the demeanor.
His demeanor is very California, Newport Beach.
And this interview took place in Laguna Beach, where he is now preparing for the draft with his fiance. And his fiance is quoted in the Sports Illustrated piece named Marissa Mowry. She says, "There's also more to life than playing football. Well, it's easy to say that right now, but listen, you have your whole life before you, and it is football, unless you don't want it. And there's no law.
No,
you can walk away now if it's not that big. You're about to go into the most dog-eat-dog competition in this country. There's nothing like the competition in your sport that you played at the highest level.
It's going to be hard to get guys the following knowing he feels like this. For me, look, and I was different. Losing bothered me. It bothered me. We lost the game, and I see guys keying on the bus. What the F you laughing about? We lost.
Yeah.
That ain't funny. Do you know how much time we spent practicing? Do you know how much time I spent watching tape? And you think it's funny? What's to talk about? Are you talking about the play that you missed? Are you talking about what we can do next week to make sure we win? Skip that. Bruh. Everybody is not going to be the same, but the goal, if my goal is to try to win a Super Bowl, I need everybody to have that goal. If your goal ain't there, I mean, so what am I doing? Why am I giving all the effort and you can walk away tomorrow and you good? If the Super Bowl ain't the big chance, the big prize for you. Huh?
Trust me, I know your game. You cannot get away with God-given talent alone.
No.
If you don't have the work ethic or the film study commitment that Brady and Peyton had, you won't make it.
You show me a great. Forget, it ain't got to be sports, a business that's not passionate about what they do. It doesn't seem like he's passionate about playing football. No. Now, I could be totally wrong, Skip, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but you talk to Elon Musk, you talk to all the
I don't care what you're doing.
Right.
You have to have
if you're going to be great at it, you got to be, that doesn't say, find something, Skip. They always, what do they tell you? Everybody that I've ever heard speak, find something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, that you're driven to succeed at. You were driven as a 7th-round draft pick.
Yes.
To make it and succeed at.
Yes. It's all I've ever wanted to do. It wasn't no I can walk away. No, hell no, I can't walk away from this. I invested too much. I've invested too much. I've been playing it since I was 9. I invested too much to just walk away. If I'd had to walk away, if I'd have been forced away, it would have bothered me. No.
Hey, I'm rethinking this whole process. I wouldn't take him one over. That's just me. If I read this, you could say I'm reading too much into it. But if these quotes are true, and I know Michael Rosenberger wrote it, he's top notch.
Right.
So I'm taking all this to my bank. I'm not taking him to my bank.
Yeah.
This isn't how you live up to being the #1 overall pick. This is how you bust.
Yeah, #1 ESPN ranking coming out.
Yep.
#1 overall pick. He won the national championship as a freshman. There's been very little doubt.
Hey,
who's doubting you, Skip?
I told you I read a long piece this morning on ESPN.com about Trey Lance, his redshirt freshman year. One of his friends called him in the offseason and said, "What are you doing?" I'm breaking down defensive tape of NFL games. You are? Well, you haven't even played a college game yet. Yeah, but that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
That's called chip on shoulder because Minnesota would not recruit you as a quarterback.
I ain't never heard a great talk like this.
You know who I want to know how they feel about this is Urban. I want to know what Urban thinks about this.
Oh, you know how he feels about it. He worked himself into the ground.
Because what I do know about Urban is that is the most competitive human I have ever been around. We're going to leave it for now. One Hall of Famer sees kind of a messy